the campaign or body of work you're most proud of?
It would be two. One would be the dot spots, which I did for the dairy farmers of Canada. They were done years ago. They were 5-second television commercials. We made 183 of them. We were trying to make milk cool for teens, and we did. And we did that because we knew they were really bored easily. And so that was at the time when there was never 5-second television commercials on air. So that was cool because it broke the boundaries from a media standpoint. And to be able to make milk cool for kids was incredible. It was exciting. And do 183 commercials. And then I think the second one, I have to go back to radio, which is I wrote a radio campaign for Bell Mobility years ago for Bob Newhart. And it was one end of a phone call, him calling someone on a cell phone, and a problem was ensuing. One case, he was a painter and he'd painted the wrong house entirely the wrong colors, like aubergine and canary yellow. And I just, both campaigns won a lot of awards, but they built business, and they were joyful. They were joyful to create.
Your favorite movie?
Oh, anything by Christopher Guest. I love Christopher Guest. Probably Waiting for Guffman's right up there.
If Hollywood were to make a movie based on your life story, who would you want to play you?
Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
And my follow-up, if Hollywood were to make this movie, what would you call it?
Oh my God. What fresh hell? No, I would call it, I would call it a high wire act. I was thinking juggling, but I went, no, high wire act. I think that's what I'd call it.
Your favorite book?
Was Catch-22 for the longest time until I read When Breath Becomes Air. Beautiful book. Profound.
Your favorite song?
Oh, A Lovely Day by Bill Withers. I've always loved that song, but it was cemented for me when it became one of the first songs that was played at my son's wedding when he got married 2 years ago.
The best advice you have ever received?
Get a dog? No.
I was going to say, that's great advice.
Yeah, okay, you want versus life advice. I think that what I believe in yourself. I think that I think people are, particularly Canadians and particularly women, are not good about championing themselves, and they wait for someone to cast their eyes upon them and find their brilliance. No, I think you need to champion yourself and believe in yourself, and I think that's important.
If you could go back in time and give your younger self advice, what would you say?
That is the advice I think I'd give my younger self. Exactly that. I think that I sometimes would stand in the shadows and wait for someone to figure out that I had something to offer instead of I think men typically are better about that. Saying, seizing something versus saying, am I ready yet? I think I learned that midway through my career. I wish I just learned it a little bit earlier to kind of go after what you really want. And you know what? Ambition is not a dirty word.
No, it's not.
It's great. I love ambition.
And my signature closing question, if you weren't in media marketing, what would you be doing and why?
I would want to be a food critic, and preferably for the New York Times. Love that. I love to cook. I've been working on getting my sommelier accreditation, and I love food and I love wine. And I love writing. There's a confluence of all my three favorite things.